Bonjour, aloha, kyora mabuhay. Hello tasters, hello world. If you're new to my channel, my name is Franz Gabriel. Welcome to my channel, welcome to Let's Taste, Homemade by Franz. Hey tasters, it's your girl Franz and welcome back to another video and welcome back to my kitchen. Before we start, do you notice anything different about me? My red hair! Okay, now that I've said that, today we'll be making a super simple and easy snack to make, and it's kind of like a post-Father's Day treat/gift. I don't know when this will be posted. It might be like weeks after Father's Day, but it's the day after Father's Day, and I want to give my dad like a treat or something because yesterday we weren't able to give him a gift or something, so I decided to make a snack. And my dad loves anything with caramel. Drinks, cakes, you name it, he loves it. So stay with me because today we'll be making Snickers and cookies and cream Rice Krispies. The ingredients that we'll need are Rice Krispie treats. In my case, I am using Coco Pops because I couldn't find Rice Krispie treats, but of course, you can use any other cereal you would like. Large and mini marshmallows, butter, peanut butter, caramel. This caramel is sort of like a melt-in-the-mouth recipe. I will leave the recipe down below, but it hardened and we will melt it later on. Peanuts, chocolate, and full-fat milk. First, we are going to line up our pan with our baking paper. You can use cling wrap or baking paper like I'm doing, or wax paper. I'm putting this in just so that our Rice Krispie treats don't stick. I'm going to do it crosswise. I'm doing it ahead so that we won't have to worry about it later on. Now we are going to move on to the next step and set this aside. Our second step is to melt together our butter and marshmallows. I'm going to heat up our pan. I'm going to put it on P1. I'm just going to keep it on warm, let that heat up a bit. Now that this pan is hot enough, we are going to place in our butter. Let that melt a bit. Place in our marshmallows. And then mix that up. Be careful with doing this step. It's probably the pan that we're using and the induction cooker, but like it's toasting up a bit faster than I would like it to. It's a nice glob, but the rest of the marshmallows aren't that well melted. Okay, this looks really good. I mixed it up a bit more, just really vigorously without adding more butter, and it worked. Now we are going to add in our peanut butter. I'm going to mix this very fast because I don't want our marshmallows to harden up. Be careful because this marshmallows are sugar, and when you melt the sugar and when the sugar gets hot, that's not fun. You might burn yourself, and that's not fun at all. I think I'm gonna put it back on the heat just so that it melts a bit more, and then mix vigorously again. If you're using an induction cooker, make sure to watch your temperature because it might end up burning in the bottom. But it's better to use a regular stove where you can control the heat much better. It's an arm workout, guys. I'm sorry if I go too fast, but I need to go fast. I'm going to now take our Coco Pops or Rice Krispie treats and put it into another big bowl. You can totally add it into the container you're doing your marshmallows in, but like, I like to make things harder for myself. Now, add it in. Gonna get all of that in. Like, I'm not wasting a single bit. I'm just gonna use my hands for this. I think I remember also using my hands in my old Rice Krispie treats video. If you want to check out that video, you can click it up here. Okay, now let's continue doing this. Hot. Ow, hot. Sheesh, this is hot. Be very careful when doing this. Okay, this is the reason why we already pre-line our pan with the parchment paper, just so that it's easier later on and we don't have to worry. Now I'm using my hands to spread it. You can totally use whatever else. Boom shakalaka. Done. Now I'm going to set my base aside and then I'm going to do our caramel. I'm going to heat up some milk to pour over our caramel because our caramel got a bit hard while we were waiting. And I just want to get our caramel a bit more flowy. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna put probably most of this in here. This recipe for caramel is really good though and easy. I'm going to put this back in the pan. I'm going to try to scrape a bit of the bowl off. This is getting really nice and melty. I'm just kind of like crushing up the extra chunks. Looks good. I'm now going to spread out our caramel. It's a very thin layer of caramel, but you will really taste it. With this caramel, you have to work with it very, very quickly because it dries also very, very quickly. This is kind of like a candy caramel for like turning into candy. Well, while the other caramel I have is like, it's a sauce, like for drinks and stuff. That we are done with that, I'm going to pour over some peanuts. I'm going to try to as evenly place it in there. This looks really good. And now we are on to the final step. I'm so excited to get this over with and go to the next one. Now we are going to melt up our chocolate, finally. I'm going to be using the same pot that I used. Melt the caramel. I'm going to let that heat up a bit and then I'm going to put in our chocolate. I think now I can add in most of this, or yeah. We're just gonna let this melt and it's gonna melt really nicely. I'm using milk to make sort of like this ganache because I don't want my chocolate to be hard when I bite into my Rice Krispie treats. Okay, this looks really, really good. And now I am finally going to pour it over. Ooh, luscious. I'm going to spread it around to finally finish our Snickers Rice Krispie treat. Now I'm going to let this cool down and then put it in the fridge for the top to harden. We are now moving on to our next / final one, cookies and cream Rice Krispie treats. The ingredients that we will need are Rice Krispie treats, butter, marshmallows, and Oreos. The exact measurements will be in the description box down below. If you remember the first batch I made, I let the butter melt first before adding in the marshmallows. But for this batch, I already added in the marshmallows while the butter was still melting and it came out so much better. I'm now going to put the Rice Krispie treats and the Oreo in one bowl and mix them together. And then I'm going to add in our marshmallow / butter filling and then mix that all together and then put it into a pan. And now I'm spreading it in our parchment paper lined pan. We are finally done. Now I'm going to put this in the fridge to set a bit more and then we're going to come back for the taste test. Okay, we are finally at the end of the video and one of my favorite parts of the video, taste test time. Here is our cookies and cream and our Snickers. It looks so scrumptious. It looks so delectable, delicious. Okay, look at the drip on the side. It's so fancy. Okay, let's try it out. It's a bit hard because of the caramel, so I'm already betting that it's gonna be hard to chew. So, cheers. That's bomb. That is so good. Oh my god, my eyes. Guys, I'm telling you, you should try this out. This is so good. Oh my god. The marshmallow and the peanut butter already tasted so good together. Just adding all of these toppings makes it so much better and it's so delectable. It might seem complicated to make, but it is so much worth the trouble. It is so good. The peanut butter just complements that marshmallow and then the Rice Krispie. It gives a nice crunchy texture and the peanuts just, so good. Next is the cookies and cream one. Cheers! Cookies and cream is always a good choice. Cookies and cream is an oldie but a goodie. It is so good. It's very chocolatey because of Cocoa Pops, but it still tastes really good. And if you don't want to go through the whole trouble of making the Snickers one, you can totally just make that or even just a plain Rice Krispie treat. It is delicious. Check out my old Rice Krispie treats video. You can check it up there or here. If you want to check out how I make my caramel, you can click it right here or up there. Or here, I mean. I hope you all enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. Go help Levi. Ask for you to subscribe and hit the tiny bell icon to see the notifications of any new videos I post. And also hit the like button and comment down below any suggestions of what you think I should make next and I will try to make it happen. And if you make this, please tag me on my Instagram or Facebook at homemadebyfranz. Happiness starts in the kitchen. Be positive, share love. Thank you for watching. Be positive. Share love. Thank you for watching. Luscious Taste, homemade by Franz. Yeah. Bye! Be following to all the fathers out there, but this is probably gonna be late. Bye.